What is up guys, it's your boy Solheim here, back with another Classic WoW video for Mists of Pandaria Classic, and today I'm going to talk about the bugs of Pandaria. And no, I'm not talking about literal bugs like critters and stuff, I'm talking about in-game bugs and things that Blizzard should be fixing at some point in Mists of Pandaria, and preferably fix them sooner rather than later, like this daily quest right here you're seeing in the background. This one right here has been bugged every single time. This has been the daily for the tillers like 3 times so far since launch, and every single time it has been bugged on every server. I've heard about the bug on Gehennas, on Farmo, I'm playing on Parwood, and I haven't really talked to anybody playing on the US, but I'm guessing it's bugged there as well. And the thing is, this one, you have either encountered the bug or you haven't. And to give an example of that, on my server we have 5 layers, and I tried doing the daily quest right here on layer 1, layer 2, layer 3, layer 4 and layer 5. The only layer where this quest worked as intended was layer 2. So everyone who played on layer 2, you would not notice the bug, but everyone on layer 1, layer 3, layer 4 and layer 5, the boss is basically like this. He's evading all the time, and no matter the damage you do, he's still evading. And nothing you do is gonna make him stop evading, by the way, he just keeps evading all the time. So he's bugged for the entire day on those layers, and just stays bugged as well. So unless you go to layer 2, you can't do the daily for that day, which is like, sure, Pandaria already has way too many dailies, what do you care if you miss a daily? But for most people, like, if you're doing dailies, you're doing it to get reputation, and having to skip a daily due to a bug doesn't feel right. Like, if you don't want to do dailies, you're not doing them anyway. When you're doing them already, you're doing it for a reason, you want to get the reputation, and not being able to do the daily, like to me right now, yeah, this was yesterday by the way, this daily right here is the difference between me getting exalted and not getting exalted. And as you can see here in the footage, you will see a bunch of players joining in throughout, like, I spent 30 minutes here by the way before getting myself to layer 2, but I tried layer 1, all the layers through level 5, layer 5, and then went to layer 2, and it worked on layer 2. So once again you see a bunch of people coming in, and everyone's like, why, it's still bugged, like, that right there is still bugged. So people just come in, and some people don't even know it's bugged, so they just stay here trying to attack the mob 24/7, not knowing what's happening. Not everybody knows this is a bug, or like that it's an actual thing that has happened before. They just go here and be like, huh? What am I supposed to do here? Right, not everybody knows. And it's a bug that, the thing is, this bug was here in actual Pandaria. So if you go to Wowhead right here, this is the quest, right? The lesser of 2 evils, that is the exact quest you have. Slaying the spring-tailed worm mother. And if you go down to the comments, like somewhere in the comments here, let me just see. It's like this comment right here, the one that I'm highlighting right now. The spring-tailed worm mother can sometimes become permanently evade bugged if she is pulled out of her barrow on her target, or her target is no longer within line of sight. If this happens, you can ask a game master for assistance in respawning the mob, or wait for a realm restart, or try killing her slowly with AoE damage. The thing is, when she is bugging like this, like you saw in the footage I just showed you guys, even AoE damage you can't kill her with because she evades, and when she goes to 85%, she heals back up to full. Every single time, so you can't even do the AoE thing, which gives us 2 things. Number 1, wait for a realm restart, or number 2, ask for a game master to assist in respawning her. We don't have game masters. So, best case scenario, you hope the servers go down to get a realm restart. It is dumb, and the reason why I want to highlight this is that this was a bug in 2012. Blizzard has had 13 years to learn from their mistakes, and maybe fix the bug, but they haven't. Like, to me that's funny. They've had a decade, and they still release the same patch of Pandaria that we had back in the day. And it's like, sure, that's okay. They release the same patch, the same like one they had backlogged, but why not fix the bugs, man? Because the bugs are here. It is so dumb that we're going through the exact same bugs now that we had back in the day as well. And it's like, to the same extent, we have a rare in Pandaria as well that I want to show you guys. This is not something everyone knows about or even like knew about or have heard about, but it's a rare item you can pick up over here called Sorok Stone Tablet in the Krasnodar Wild. So you pick it up right over here in the cave. This tablet was not working for the first 2 weeks of Pandaria. It got hotfixed this week, and now it's working. And the thing is, this was bugged in actual Pandaria and was fixed after 2 weeks as well. So they're going through the exact same content cycle. We have the same bugs we had back 13 years ago, and they're being fixed when they were fixed 13 years ago. In the case of the daily quest, that never got fixed, by the way, in OG Pandaria. So unless Blizzard actually looks at this video or some like complaints about the daily quest, that's never gonna get fixed, and that's ass. And talking about bugs, those were just 2 super casual examples of bugs. Here's another one that is like kind of game breaking, not that one, here we go. Enchanted Pearls from Wrath of the Lich King are bugged, and their plus all stats and mount scales to item level, so enter plus 800 to all stat socket on 489 Valor or Raid gear. What is this? Like the comment says, it's Clam Weaving 2.0. People flipped these pearls like crazy, by the way. Some people made insane gold. How is this a thing? If you were climbing PvP brackets, having plus 800 stats is pretty insane. And the same thing in PvE if you're chasing logs or even challenge modes. Even though they get scaled down, the stat you're getting is still pretty insane, by the way. Like if you're chasing pretty much anything, that power gain right there, plus 800 to all stats, that is insane, and I don't know how this bug right here actually makes it to the live servers. That is dumb. And that's not it though. We also had a bug with the world bosses, where they literally did not give you loot or any bonus rolls after the reset, so you simply had to wait, and if you had killed the world bosses then, well, tough luck, you had to kill them again, so you basically wasted a kill. Did you get your bonus roll back? It basically got fixed way too fast for me to try it out, but I don't know if those people actually got their bonus rolls back. And then you also have the fact that both the raid and the world bosses came out early, and they got taken down, right? They got disabled. But the people that got to roll on gear, they got to keep their gear. So I have a friend who got 2 epics from Shah and Galleon when the world bosses were enabled early, and got to keep those epics. And when the world bosses came back, they could get loot again, so they basically got 2 chances of loot. Meanwhile, us regular people who were not able to use the bug, because the world bosses were available once, they spawned once, and then kind of stopped spawning, but they were up on every single layer, right? So you could do layer 1, layer 2, layer 3, but they then stopped them from spawning pretty quickly, and people that entered the raid also got banned for a very short while. But either way, how do you release the raids that early? I don't get it. Like, did somebody just stumble and land on the switch and flip the switch for the raids? I don't know, because the raids released like, what, 8 hours early? It is insane. To Blizzard's defense though, they have responded to some hotfixes or fixed some bugs. So this right here was a shutdown of the servers on July 28th to fix some bugs. So this is just a list of the things they fixed. They fixed a bug causing daily quests to sometimes misbehave on different layers. So they've done something to daily quests, but why not fix the one that is bugging out right now for the Tillers, the Warren Mother, that has been bugged for 13 years. I think it's time. It's been 13 years, like 13 years of a fun bug. I think it's time to fix it. And while we're talking about fixing things, why don't you just make Galleon spawn faster as well? Because right now people are waiting for Galleon spawns. Like, why not just make Galleon spawn at the same time as Shah? Make them both have a 15-minute spawn timer, because sure, it works the same way now as it did back in the day, but waiting 2-3 hours for a world boss spawn is not really peak gameplay. So I feel like at this point it might be time for a change, and it might be time to think, maybe we don't keep it the same way as it was back in 2012. Maybe it's time to just make Galleon spawn faster this time. Give it a chance and see what happens. I think people are going to be happy with more Galleon spawns than we currently have. At least that is my opinion, so let me know what you think in the comments. And while we're once again talking about fixing things, how about rolling on the loot? I'm going through some Reddit threads here, by the way, but it's things that I heavily agree with. Right now, a lot of people are doing dungeons, heroics, leveling dungeons, and at the end boss, if no loot they need drops, they leave without rolling on the loot. Back in OG Pandaria, if you did that, you automatically passed. That doesn't happen anymore. So if somebody leaves and doesn't roll, you have to wait 10 minutes, and sometimes the loot bugs out. So you don't even get the loot if you win, like the guys who stay in the party. So you either have to be AFK, stay there for a long time, and maybe not get the loot, or you might get lucky and get the loot. So people are abusing this to basically just be dickheads and not rolling on the loot. Well, there's an easy fix here for Blizzard: make them automatically pass when they leave. That is how it worked back in the day. Make it work that way now as well. So if you leave without rolling, you automatically pass, and also, if you need on something, then leave. If you win, back in the day, that got sent to your mailbox. That doesn't happen anymore. I mean, basically read the first comment here. 2 bugs in place here which Blizzard doesn't want to fix. Number 1, normally you can leave the dungeon yourself and get the loot mailed if won. It doesn't right now. And number 2, normally it should automatically pass the moment you leave the dungeon. It doesn't at the moment. So these 2 right here are also bugs that should be fixed, and Blizzard seems to either not know about them, not care about them, or just don't want to fix them. Either way, I don't want to be negative here, but I think it's important to talk about these issues, because the only way we get them fixed is by shining a light on them, and maybe bringing Blizzard's attention to these problems. At the moment, these are bugs that I think should be fixed, and shouldn't even require that much resources to get fixed either. It is a daily quest, some items, and automatically passing on loot. It should really not be that difficult, and would be a huge quality of life increase to the game itself. And once again, I don't want to be negative, but it's all about shining a light on the problems and get them fixed, so we as players get a better game that we can play and enjoy. So let me know your thoughts down below in the comments, and if you have any other bugs you want to highlight, please do so also in the comments. If you enjoyed the video, please drop a like on it as well, and subscribe for more content. As always, thank you for watching, and I'll see you again in the next video very soon.